Ladies and gentlemen, this is an introduction to the new Mathematics M syllabus for the STPM examination beginning year 2012. The Mathematics M syllabus is designed to provide a framework for a pre-university course that enables candidates to develop the understanding of mathematical concepts and mathematical thinking, and acquire skills in problem solving and the applications of mathematics related to social sciences and management. The objectives of the syllabus are to enable candidates to use mathematical concepts, terminology, and notation, display and interpret mathematical information in tabular, diagrammatic, and graphical forms, identify mathematical patterns and structures in a variety of situations, use appropriate mathematical models in different contexts, apply mathematical principles and techniques in solving problems, carry out calculations and approximations to an appropriate degree of accuracy, interpret the significance and reasonableness of results, present mathematical explanations, arguments, and conclusions. The content of the syllabus is divided into three main areas: algebra and calculus, statistics, financial and decision mathematics. The first topic of functions covers composite and inverse functions involving algebraic, exponential, and logarithmic functions. This topic also covers equations and inequalities, including modular signs in simple cases. Topic 2 consists of sequences and series, including binomial expansions. Topic 3 deals with matrices. It is expected that the inverse of a matrix is found by using elementary row operations. This topic also deals with systems of linear equations. It is expected that a system of linear equations is solved by applying the Gaussian elimination. In this connection, the row epsilon form and the reduced row epsilon form of a matrix are normally defined as follows. A matrix is said to be in row epsilon form if it has the first two properties below. A matrix is said to be in reduced row epsilon form if, in addition, it has the last two properties below. 1. Any rows with all zero entries are below rows with non-zero entries. 2. The leading non-zero entry of a row with non-zero entries occurs in a column further to the right than the leading non-zero entry of the higher row. 3. The leading non-zero entry of a row is a 1. 4. Every column that contains a leading non-zero entry has 0 as all other entries. The topic of differentiation covers the limits of functions. The precise definition of a limit is not required. This topic also covers derivatives and applications of differentiations. The point of inflection does not include the case where the second derivative is undefined. The topic of integration consists of antiderivatives, techniques of integration, and definite integrals. The applications of integration include the area of a region and the volume of a solid of revolution. The method of cylindrical shells is not required. Topic 6 deals with first-order differential equations with separable variables and first-order linear differential equations. The topic of data description covers representations of data, measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, and skewness. The quartiles of ungrouped data are usually determined as follows. 1. Arrange the ungrouped data in ascending order. 2. Find the value of Pn, where P is proportion and N is sample or population size. 3. If Pn is not an integer, round it up to the next integer and determine the corresponding ordered value. 4. If Pn is an integer, say k, determine the average of the k and k plus 1 ordered value. The topic of probability includes the probability of a combined event, conditional probability, and the rule of total probability. Topic 9 covers discrete and continuous random variables. This topic also covers binomial, Poisson, and normal distributions. Topic 10 deals with Pearson correlation coefficient and Spearman rank correlation coefficient. This topic also deals with least squares regression line, including the use of a squared, reciprocal, or logarithmic transformation to obtain linearity. It is, however, not required to distinguish between the regression line of y on x and that of x on y. Topic 11 consists of simple average of relatives, weighted average of relatives, simple aggregate indices, and weighted aggregate indices. Topic 12 deals with additive and multiplicative time series models. This topic covers seasonal indices and trend lines. This seasonalization is required. Topic 13 deals with interests and annuities, including compound amount involving a number of interest periods, sinking fund, and amortization. This topic also deals with depreciation, including the reducing balance depreciation method. Topic 14 covers cost, revenue, and profit functions, including average and marginal cost, revenue, and profit functions. This topic also covers demand and supply functions, including consumer surplus and producers surplus. Topic 15 deals with the formulation and solution of linear programming problems. Graphical method and simplex method are both required. Topic 16 covers critical path analysis using activities on arcs and activities on nodes. Scheduling and crashing are included. The topic of inventory models covers the basic economic order quantity model and the economic order quantity model with planned shortages. The last topic deals with two-person zero-sum games involving play safe and optimal mix strategies. This topic includes dominance argument and also graphical method for 2x(n) and n/2 games. A coursework component will be introduced into the new Mathematics M syllabus. Coursework is intended to enable candidates to carry out mathematical investigation and mathematical modeling, so as to enhance the understanding of mathematical processes and applications and to develop soft skills. The coursework comprises assignments set down by the Malaysian Examinations Council. A complete assignment report for an assignment submitted by a candidate should be structured as follows: introduction, methodology, results, and conclusion. Assignment reports are assessed based on the criteria of introduction, methodology, results, conclusion, and communication. Viva sessions are conducted based on the criteria of understanding of assignments and communication. The examination of Mathematics M consists of 4 papers. Papers 1, 2, and 3 are written tests based on topics 1 to 6, topics 7 to 12, and topics 13 to 18 respectively. Each paper is divided into Section A and Section B. Section A contains 6 compulsory questions of variable marks. Section B contains 2 questions of 15 marks each, one of which is to be answered. The total mark for each paper is 60, and the time duration is 1.5 hours. Paper 4 is coursework comprising 3 assignments, each based on topics 1 to 6, topics 7 to 12, and topics 13 to 18. The percentage weighting of paper 4 is 20%. I hope this briefing will be of help to both teachers and students in understanding the new STPM Mathematics M syllabus. All the best. Thank you.